20 to the 24. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's here in his 5th season but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free. And
this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. A second down throw for Love. A short throw to Musgrave. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. To avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Love looking to throw it. Eluding and the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The L.A. offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. A short throw to Musgrave. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. The Packers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put it into their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better, 1 play here, 1 play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Working out of the gun. Love. Flushed out right. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. First down going to the air with Love. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Love. Escaping the pressure right. Down. Love. Flush to his right. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To throw now. Here's Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Play fake. Here's Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's Love. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These two teams all tied after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Off the play fake, Love. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Darian Kendrick drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Love now. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Stafford now to throw. That's to the second-year man, Puka Nacua. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To the air again, Stafford. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Play action. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both large. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Stafford here. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Rolling to his right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times we talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. And they was trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime all even at message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. On second down, Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Now Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Now Love. That is caught, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Chalk, 17. Set,
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Love from the gun. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing. Love. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 4th down, Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's got this down to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went.
Love, they go play action now. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Jacobs, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Yellow, 22. 5, 97. Set, go.
Play action this time with Love. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st and 10, Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Following the interception, Love. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now On this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Love to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
45, 1, 10.
Here's Love. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Up the middle, it's Williams. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Now it's Stafford. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Take it in at the 22. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Love now to pass on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's second and 10. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. On play action, Love to throw. Oh, he stays up, and the ball comes out. Love lost it, and now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Who's one of their to get the football back at their own 17. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to be taken here by Nick. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sack.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And he missed it. No good. Next, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick six, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Love looking to throw it. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down to Dobbs, and he hauls it in. He's across midfield. Down the right sideline. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. This is 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Now Stafford. And that's caught by Williams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Switch, yellow. 52 blaster.
Now Love. Dancing to his left. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Ready, break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And after the field goal, they want it right back. They try the onside kick. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. We'll call it a convincing win here in this one, and we had some interesting plays throughout. Maybe one of the most interesting, ending the game on an onside kick. They actually recovered it, but it didn't really matter.
No, you're exactly right, and maybe they just wanted to work on something, right? Even though it wouldn't have affected the final score, you work on it, you get it, you feel good about that. But I remember I had a coach who said, I don't waste those onside kicks. You don't get many of them anyway. Let's not use it when we don't need to.
So for the Packers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. About do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
Owned by him, but he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8. To throw, it's Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. And that takes us from second to third down. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 20 carries, 116 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they do convert on third. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Love. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Murray now running right on the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep here for Dobbs, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Murray now. And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Connor is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And Murray's going to keep this. And different running backs, same result as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Prater's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Throwing is Pratt. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Throwing now is Pratt. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
To throw now, Pratt. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, Pratt. And it's It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Murray now on first down. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Well, they're running the jet sweep with Jones. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Murray going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun, a give to Connor. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Murray. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that did not loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Right. Too humble. Counter play with Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Pratt. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. First down, Murray. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Complete to Jones. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
56, Mike, 56.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered. Offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half, so this will be blown dead and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Love. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Barnes able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from it. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they need to.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on first and goal. Now Murray throwing on second down. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 blue.
Love looking to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Come on, set. 10 black. 10 cycle. Ready, go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Murray now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McBride. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 4.